Let's take a closer look at the email function. As I mentioned before, if you begin to type a name, it can be the person's first name or last name or their email address. The system will search for their name on your corporate network. After you've added the names that you want to send to, you can name the attached file, which will be in a PDF format, but you could put in a new name here if you want. If you don't, it'll be called Xerox Scan with a date and time stamp appended. If you want to scan your document to a different format other than PDF, you can choose TIFF or JPEG. And if you go to More, you can password protect the file by touching Password Protect and entering a password that you make up, which means that the person who receives this PDF file will not be able to open it unless you tell them what password you created. You also have an option called Searchable, which means the machine will OCR the content of the document. That will enable you to copy the text out or to search for any word within the document. Bear in mind that this does take a little bit longer to process a file when it is searchable. So the scanning may appear to take longer. If you touch Preview, the machine will, as I mentioned before, it will give you some thumbnails of the pages you have scanned, plus it will allow you to add additional pages, either one at a time on the screen or a stack at a time through the feeder. Now your system is going to be set up to scan in black and white because this is the most efficient way of scanning, and it makes your PDF file the smallest size that it can be. You can scan in color on your V405, but just be aware that it makes the file, the PDF file, larger. And if the document has many pages, it could be too big to go through your email system. So your default is black and white. Auto detect means that the machine will identify whether there is any color in the document or not. And then of course you can choose one or two-sided. You have text mode and photo mode for your quality settings, just as you do with copying. You have lighten and darken, and you have a feature called remove blank pages. So this can be useful with scanning to large files, because if you're scanning two-sided and some sides are blank, the machine will remove the blank pages from the PDF file before it is sent. And if you want to edit the message, you can edit it here. And just as with all the other menus, if you touch Customize and Feature List, you can add or remove features from the email scanning. For example, you can add a sharpness adjustment. If you want the details to be a little sharper, there's another option called saturation. Saturation is for color adjustment, because when you use lighter and darker, it only changes the black portion of the image. Saturation allows you to change the other colors of the image. And that's it. And don't forget, with original size, if you have letter and legal size mixed, you can use the option called Mixed Size Originals. That's the basics on scanning the email. And remember, you can add more than one email address at a time and scan to as many people as you need.